Namaste, Swamiji. My name is Natalie. Earlier you said, I'll ask my question and then give a little bit of context. Earlier you said no company is better than quote-unquote bad company. My question is how to honor this idea without hurting people or falling into the trap of thinking you're special or pretending you're special. Because Vedanta has changed me thoroughly, so now everyone in my life is asking questions about Vedanta, which is nice. But it's also created this kind of paradoxical effect where on the one hand there's obviously oneness, but also kind of an embodied sense of alienation sometimes where I physically cannot be in certain spaces almost or participate in certain conversations, and I find it very hard to navigate this without hurting people or pretending that I am
true. And this is something that everybody faces. I remember this lady asked a question to Swami Ashokanandaji in the 1950s in the Vedanta Society of Northern California in San Francisco. He says that you have come to Vedanta and very soon your daughter or son will say, Mum is no fun anymore. Your friends will say, come to the party, and you don't want to go to the party anymore. You're no fun anymore. What do you say to that? And Ashokanji said, I say good riddance to bad rubbish. You have done a lot of that in your lives. There's a time when you must move on. Of course, you must not be unkind. But if you literally have to force yourself into an unpleasant situation, don't. Don't. You will always find a few people, like-minded people. It's good to have company who are like-minded, who are spiritual. There are many people who are interested. To the extent that such people are around, nowadays in a virtual world, you can have a virtual circle of such people. Good. Beyond that, how much human company do you need? Be friendly to others. I remember this one little schoolgirl long ago in a school in Calcutta. I still remember the question. It threw me up for a moment. There was a Q&A. There were school children there. One little girl said, I don't have any friends. How do I get friends? So luckily somewhere inspiration gave me the right answer at that moment. I said, try to be a good friend to others. You will get good friends. You will get friends. So, yes, how much company do we need? We don't need too much company. I remember when I was a student and I was in a dorm with other students, I asked the student counselor, who was a very wise old Jesuit priest. I asked him, Father, I am friendly with everybody. People are nice to me, I'm nice to them. But I'm not really, I know there are groups of guys. I'm not really part of any of those groups. I'm not really part of any of those. I was interested in spirituality, in philosophy, and I had already secretly decided to become a monk. So I was not part of those groups. So I asked him, I'm not part of those groups. I wonder why, and what do I do? And he said something very wise. He looked at me. My name is Vishwarup. He said, Vishwarup, do you want to be part of those groups? You're exactly where you want to be. You want to be friendly with them. You want to have good relations with them. You have. But you really don't want to be part of those groups and their activities. You don't. So you're not part of those groups. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to say these things, not easy to navigate in life. Don't pretend to be very Vedantic to your friends. Just be relaxed. If they say, oh, you're really changed and you're spiritual and you're happy, well, I'm happy for you. I wonder how I can get some of that, happiness in my life. Wonderful, good. Share books and lectures with them. If somebody says, what's all this spirituality? You're the same old useless person, you're no good. You say, good. You're doing so much of this spirituality. I don't see any improvement in you. Okay. Remember, your life is about one thing only. Those other people are incidental. My life is not about impressing them or satisfying them. Once your life is about one thing only, you are autonomous. You're now moving on your own power. You're not being driven by the pressures of relatives, friends, community, the job. No. There's one goal and you will go to it unstoppably.